Hello, I'm Chris, and I will be discussing the element of branding for the Harrison House Foundation. Now, the House is trying to establish itself as a model community for development. By introducing new technologies, it hopes to inspire others to do the same. As we look at society today, we see a current trend in home renovations. There are house flipping shows everywhere, and a growing number of people who are investing in updated home resale. And green technology is on the rise as awareness of its benefits and cost savings becomes more evident. What makes the Harrison House different in this respect, though, is that it's not just this particular house that needs improvement. It's the entire area around the house, as well as the perception of that area by the general public. It was originally a segregated community when it served as a boarding house. And recently, Ward 5 Chamber of Commerce President Catherine Duncan stated that the area of West Las Vegas has been designated the fourth most dangerous neighborhood in the nation for 2 years in a row. So not only does the Harrison House need to brand itself in a positive light, it needs to combat the negative reputation that has preceded it for some time. This does create a unique selling proposition, though, which is that by helping to improve a single house, an entire community can, in theory, be changed as well. That's a lot more appealing on a humanitarian level than some of these home makeover shows where maybe a single family gets a second chance and the community comes out to support them, and that's the end of the show. In the case of the Harrison House, the house gets improved, which will give homeless veterans a self-sustaining place to live, and then those results will motivate the nearby houses to do similar things. And ultimately, eventually, there's a 1 square mile of houses that have been improved. And because this is all the operation of a nonprofit organization, it's not a greedy television studio that's benefiting from it. It's real, impoverished, and disadvantaged people. And so there's a greater reward at the end, I think. And that's definitely a long-term goal, and one that will not be quickly or easily achieved, but it's a noble one and worthy of consideration by corporate sponsorship and the support of the community. Every long journey starts with a few steps, and the Harrison House has taken several important steps already to that end. Aside from the positioning already mentioned, they have some good slogans and taglines which need to be highlighted and perpetuated. There's the tagline on their logo type, preserving the past and protecting the future, which is a fairly solid summary of its message. Even more catchy, though, I think, is the phrase used by Ward 5 President Duncan, which is using black history and green technology to create a golden opportunity. That one really has some potential crossover for design elements, which were proposed in the creative brief and suggested in the integration of the colors black, green, and gold into a more modern and distinguished website redesign. Their logo of the Harrison House with the leaf is a respectable one. It hangs as a banner on the house's front porch, but it's otherwise unused in my opinion, or underused. It's pictured very small on the website and can't even be seen on the house's main Facebook page. So to help with branding, that logo needs to be more prevalent, more prominent, along with some other elements I propose for social media integration. The current Facebook profile picture is a cropped map of the Pioneer Trail on which the Harrison House is a part of, but it should really be the logo there. The current cover photo is a group of men standing in front of the house, some of which appear to be veterans and contractors, but I don't feel this is really conducive to communicating any of the house's main messages. So I recommend some kind of colorful, attractive collage blending the house's historical, impoverished beginnings with a clean and bright artistic rendering of its future community. Some video links embedded in the page detailing the rich history of the house, and some photos of the house reconstruction plans, current progress, and testimonials of community members all would really help with connecting the audience emotionally and affirming the credibility of the client. The big idea here is to create a self-fulfilling prophecy where the positive expectations put in place are what ultimately cause the dream to come true. I believe the Ward 5 President Duncan and the Foundation President Stan Wilkerson both have high expectations, and they've expressed them well, but those expectations could be conveyed better in a more concentrated branding effort.